All right, welcome to Just Because of Manchester United. In other content, Arsenal just lost 1-0, one man down. I have an Arsenal fan with me, Jeffers. So we're going to just quickly touch on some things. Jeffers, first question, I'm going to ask you this. Many things went wrong in the match. I'm not going to talk about the match because the match is an outflow of many things that happened.
Yeah.
But after the Leicester game, I came out and I said it. I said this team cannot challenge because the Leicester team does allow them to play. Now, I know the internet will be meltdown, but before you start melting down, let's add our own voice to it. So,
let's not even do the meltdown.
For you, as an Arsenal fan,
yeah,
who is taking the blame here? Is it the manager, the players, or Arteta?
I think this game, I should say, not only this game, I should say for the whole season, basically, we've all been saying one thing that, look, see, you have a good squad, but the major reason why this squad will not challenge is for one reason, and that's the fact that there is no clear attacking threat. No arguments about that. What you just have are wingers and creative midfielders. You need a forward to get results. And the truth is this, there has not been one, in all honesty. This one, basically, I'll put the blame on Arteta himself. And my reason is this. Last season, the major reason why City won the title ahead of you was the fact that they had a finisher. That's just the honest truth. They had someone who they could rely on that if the ball gets to him and he's in the box, he will score. You needed the same thing. For me, I will still ask this question. I felt like there were some signings that he made that I felt he didn't really need as far as this season was concerned. For the likes of me, I still don't understand the Sterling signing till tomorrow. I don't understand. Basically, I felt that Sterling signing was to do Sterling a favor and not to do the club a favor because it was misplaced and it has not lived up to the potential. Calafiori, for me, I still felt you had better wing fullbacks to use there. Maybe it was going to be a sign of next season, not this season. There's a Kieran Tierney, is there. There is a Miles Lewis Kelly. Okay. Let's put Kelly can play both left and right. Fine. There is a Ben White somewhere there who can also play both left and right. I felt like you had too many players in that defensive position that you didn't really need to add one more to it. So for me, I'm going to hold him responsible because it was clear this team needed a forward. You had options who you could get around the 60 million mark. You didn't. So if this team doesn't actually go ahead to get something this season, which obviously is going to happen as it is looking right now, because when you look at the teams that they are going to be facing in the Champions League, I looked at PSG. PSG has strikers. And in fact, what's even surprised about that, they actually signed another one today, a free agent, Lucas Perez. That tells you at least they have an idea of what they want to do. You don't have one. So the question is this. It's on you. If the team doesn't win anything this season, it's on you. You caused it.
Okay, that's so you say Arteta, you means Arteta.
Yes.
Thank you for Amber on that point. I'm going to take you through his transfer. As far as Arteta has been in Arsenal, he has spent 714 million pounds. Now, I'm not going to go through the players. Something does strike me. Out of the 714 million
there's no striker.
Just 52.2 for the striker, and it's Gabriel Jesus. Although the transfer market is putting Kai Havertz at the center forward, but Kai Havertz was not signed as the center forward. I know that one. All of us know he was not signed.
All of us know it.
So it's only Gabriel Jesus that was signed as a central forward, which was just 52 million euros out of the 700. So out of the 896. That means just 52 for striker. Now, thank you for Amari on that point. So, they missed out in the transfer windows during the summer. Please, tell me what happened in January. That, for me, there were two standing in my head. If you drop 30 to 40 million for Ibrimo of Brentford, he will force his move to Arsenal in January.
True.
For 40 million.
Very true.
If you go to Ipswich and drop another 40 million, you will get that Delap guy. He will force his move to Arsenal. Those two guys improve your team. Nobody can tell me otherwise. So why can't you take this small signing? I'm going to join two questions. I've gone through the transfer window for January in Premiership. Only three clubs did not sign in January. Arsenal,
One,
Liverpool, and Newcastle.
two,
Liverpool doesn't need to sign anybody. They are good,
true.
perfect. For Newcastle, I think they're still 50-50 in, 50-50 out. But for Arsenal, there is
There was
nothing
no excuse.
in me that can excuse it. Even Southampton, that knows that they're already down and dead, they
Sign somebody.
So please tell me what happened in January.
For me, I think it's the disease that I actually mentioned earlier today that seems to be the problem with United. That's search for a big name signing. And I think that is where the problem is coming from. You see, one thing is this. It's very, very funny, but if we are quite familiar with the January transfer window, we discovered the fact that most of the revelations of the January transfer window are actually unknown players. There is no pedigree. There is no background. They just come in, find themselves in the atmosphere, and they find the opportunity to shine. This exactly is where I will fault Mikel Arteta. You don't go, unlike City. City have got creative players who they can call on at any time to cover up. On the other hand, you are more of a defensive unit. You don't have creativity. It is foolhardy to actually think you're going to challenge when the person you're actually directly contesting against has a plethora of attacking players he can switch at any time. So for me, I might want to say Mbeumo, no. The reason why I'm going to not pick Mbeumo is this. Mbeumo is a physical attacker.
Just like Kudus. And this is what Kudus did today.
Exactly. I felt what Arsenal needed wasn't anybody physical. They just needed an out-and-out nine. You're just there to
I feel they needed a physical person like Kudus. And Mbeumo fitted that.
Kudus, they might actually look at Kudus. In fact, the truth is, I personally feel like they should have even gotten Kudus ahead of West Ham because they needed the backup for Bukayo Saka.
Yeah.
Certainly. Bukayo needs a backup. Bukayo does the sleek job. You need someone who will do the physical, dirty job on that side as a backup, which I felt he goofed. Now, as for me, I would have taken Delap. Why? He's proven, he's tested, and he can score. And you taking that kind of player I don't know how much you're going to pay for his weekly wages. If he asks for 30, you give him, he asks for 50, maximum you give him is 50. Yeah. And he's worth it because he will deliver. So the question now is, why didn't he get him? I personally feel like the problem with Arteta is this. Arteta tends to be a bit short-sighted sometimes. You have something that will work for you, but you're not considering the long term, you're considering the short term.
I don't think, sorry, Jeff, I don't think he's short-sighted. And this is my point. And this is why I hate Arsenal. I think it's arrogance. That's my point. I think it's arrogance.
It's arrogance.
It's arrogance.
If you're using the word of arrogance, I think to an extent there, I might agree with you because I feel, what do you have to prove? Just go ahead and sign him.
It's just an arrogance, like nothing you guys will do. I'm not signing.
You feel like because you've been able to challenge, you feel like you can actually get it up, but it's not done that way. We have seen a league whereby a team can lead with 14 points and lose it in the space of 6 matches. We've seen a league whereby a team leads with 21 points and cuts it all the way down to 1 in the space of 5 matches.
Yes.
So the thing is, he has no excuse. At the ending of this season, the fans are going to ask for an explanation.
And I
hope he's ready to give them.
I know. I think he's going to get the sack at the end of the season.
Because there's no excuse now.
I see PSG knocking him out. And that's my point. I don't see, except so let's quickly touch on something. Aston Villa brought in Asensio on loan from PSG. Brought in Rashford from Man U on loan. Then went to Borussia Dortmund and got that striker, Malen, for £20 million. The West Ham you play today, what Pross was gotten from Nottingham Forest.
They brought him back
Ferguson
was gotten and they also got in Ferguson as well too.
They brought in Ferguson, which he played, if you see it. Now, my point is, they've refused to strengthen in the general. Now, everything, you can't play many. That's what I'm saying. For Man U, we're still discussing and say, oh, players have what? This one, anybody can say, Odegaard is not passing, he's holding on to the ball.
Nah, this one is the coach.
Any player
the coach clearly
in that team or fought them
coach clearly.
They have no issue. They are played according to their capacity. Merino is not a striker.
He's not a 9.
I will do the job if I see the ball to do the job. If I don't see the ball to do the job, good luck and fine. So that is gone. Now, my own point is this. The free transfer agency is still on. Just like you said, PS decide you can Perez.
Yes.
Do you think there are players in the free transfer market they can get? I don't want you to talk. Do you think they should dive into the free window transfer market? And if they are not diving into, that proves my point that is so arrogant.
For me, I think at this point, the signs are already clear. You cannot continue like this. What I was seeing in this game today was, and I think I also saw the same thing against Everton, which he drew at the Emirates. You cannot keep on turning around without going direct. You need someone to break that ice. None of those players he has currently can do it. So I once again say, the free agency transfer market is open. There is someone who I'm already seeing will get into this team and we start. I'm looking at Wissam Ben Yedder.
Yeah, I was going to mention him. Number one.
Ben Yedder is number one.
Yeah, number one.
You will also need someone who is brutal in attack. The second option for me, even though I feel like maybe he's going to be a bit match rusty, might just be, I'm even looking at Ryan Kent of Rangers.
Kent also, yeah.
He's also good.
Yeah.
So the truth is this. Look, Arteta and the board have got to put pride aside. Go and get a 9. This team badly needs a 9. You can do your long-term, you can do your planning in the summer. Obviously, you have striker. Obviously, to me, I think Isak right now is a no-go area. You have two other options. You have a Gyökeres and you have an Osimhen. You can get the 2 for the amount you want to use to buy Isak. Because I feel buying Isak now is going to be pure stupidity. When you can actually get 2 for the price of 1.
Yeah.
So right now, in fact, we talking about this thing till Monday is even annoying.
Annoying, yeah.
This night, they should get Ben Yedder's representatives, sign him. Tomorrow morning, you don't need to cross over. Just call Kent and you get him down here and you sign him in. Because this team needs strikers.
Okay, so this is my take on this. When they went to Dubai and they immediately Havertz went on injury, like you see the injury.
That's where they should have signed him.
My point was like, you shouldn't leave Dubai without bringing in a free agent striker. There is no how you leave Dubai without bringing in someone. Even if it's going to see, and again, they are called free agent for a reason. You can send a 3 months.
They can come in at any time.
Anytime and go at any time. Okay, I'm giving you a 3-month contract. Let me see what you can do. I'm giving you a 4-month contract. Everybody, there's nobody on that list that will not take it. Everybody on that list will take it because you don't have a club. You are not earning.
You don't have a choice.
So,
you don't have a choice.
You don't have a choice.
Simple.
So you are
bring them in.
You get reports. I'm telling you, after that I know. They are not going to the transfer. They are not going to the free agent market. They won't bring anyone. They are so arrogant. And this is the final verdict. I'm blaming the fans, not you. I'm blaming those in England right now, not you, because
who have kept quiet for too long.
Yeah, AFTV will come and like, we were just unlucky with injury. This is the third season.
There should have been a protest.
Yes,
there should have been a protest. There should have been a protest right at the end of the general transfer 1 week before. There should have been a protest. Because truth is this, if there was a protest to speak out of the fact that this team needs a forward, I can assure you one thing, they will sign somebody.
Simple.
We will blame them because I think they've been too. I think the whole mentality of Arsene Wenger has gotten too deep into these guys that they've been too docile and they do not actually see what is very obvious to every other person that this team needs people who will stand in front. Look, we keep on saying defense wins you championships, but the truth is this: if you put too much pressure on that defensive unit, you will crack. And that's what's happening right now.
So because imagine that Mbappe, Vinicius, Rodrigo coming at you. Come on, you crack.
You will crack. I understand that, yes. I can tell you that, yes. As far as Madrid is concerned, they don't have a defense. They don't have a midfield. But you see those 3 up front.
Yeah.
You can't stand anyone because the truth is, when we're talking for pace, I will put all my defenders combined. They can't hold Mbappe.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
They can't. And I hate to imagine what Vinicius will do to anyone. I kid you not. It's no, come on. He needs a striker. He should put the pride aside, if not for anything, for the fans. Get a 9. Simple.
Okay, thank you so much. Although I feel like it's too late, but if they get
It's too
retired,
late. No,
it's too
honestly,
late because
Liverpool will
don't
beat City
matter.
tomorrow. That's the truth. I don't see how it's going to be.
So there are games I would expect them to lose, and I didn't even put the West Ham game. The Nottingham Forest and the Everton game are 2 games I think they will lose. They can't even get a draw from those.
If they don't get a 9, they're going to lose both games.
Because those 2 guys they play when they see big team. That's a problem. When
exactly
they don't do anything. So for me, the verdict is I know they won't sign anybody. Let me just tell you, I know they won't sign anybody. The fans will not vote. The fans will not vote. Some fans will be for them, some will be against them, and then that's how it's next season we go through this cycle again. It's unfortunate, but that's the pain.
It's like a Netflix series. You're always waiting for the next season.
Yeah, just like it's Patrick Evans that said that.
Honestly,
right.
I'm tired.
Thank you so much for Jeff.
I appreciate it.
Let's go and enjoy Chelsea, Aston Villa. Thank you.
That one too is looking like Aston Villa was swimming because I've seen it starting 11. It's still
I've seen it actually. But if Palmer missed this game, then he has proven my point. I know it was not ever a big game. I know it was never there to rub shoulder with the big boys. But I think
no, he wasn't.
Now
I think it was just a
one
season hype.
Yeah.
And a new environment, showcase yourself. And that was it.
The adrenaline in his bone is dead now. I
know someone was telling me. So I think the FPL podcast this week was saying, is it time to take Palmer
to take Palmer out?
I was like,
I received the mail.
Now I took Palmer off a match day 16. I'm sorry.
Wow, really?
I took him out a long time ago.
We held it together. If
I let him go a long time ago.
But the next interest of match is actually easy. They're playing Southampton after this guy. So I think they will score his customary penalty.
Maybe I will bring him back for Southampton and that's it. Because those ones are already finished, honestly. That's the truth.
All right, but thank you. Have a lovely weekend.
I appreciate you too. Bye.